Alright, hello everyone, my name is Trevor Hilterbrick, and today I will be discussing the Chicago Fire Football Club as well as the team assistant partnerships position for their team. Now, unlike many individuals in this presentation, I'll be discussing a company, which is actually not even a company, it's a professional soccer team which is in the Major League Soccer. Unlike many other people, I know this will be, a Fortune 500 company, but instead I have a strong desire to work in professional sports, and so this is why I'm presenting on this team. Now, on today's presentation, we're going to kick it off with starting off, talking about some club history as well as some background information. That way, we can better understand exactly what I'm talking about in terms of this different industry and what this presentation is all about. Then dive into the mission statement and values of the club, and then we're going to dive into the team assistant partnerships position. That way you can get a better understanding of what position and what line of work I am interested in. And then finally, we're going to take a recap and discuss what we talked about for today. Now, Chicago Fire FC Football Club, soccer club, if you will, they were first created on October 8th of 1997, meaning that their first season in the Major League Soccer would happen in 1998, 2 years after their inaugural season. Now, their first match was played on March 21st in 1998, and they ended up winning that match. In terms of honors, they then proceeded to win their very first season in the Major League Soccer of 1998, becoming MLS Cup champions, and they hold over 11 trophies over their 22-year history. As for the modern day and what is going on with the club nowadays, is that they have just unveiled their new logo, new brand strategy, as of March 21st, 2020. And unfortunately, as many of you know, COVID-19 has prevented them, as well as all other sports teams and sports leagues across the entire world, to halt their season for 2020. So that's some background information. Now let's get into the mission statement and values. Now, as for the mission statement and values, the club themselves do not have a set statement or values list in order. This was then provided to them by their supporters. The supporters of every Major League Soccer team are very dedicated and very passionate about their team, and they want to make sure that they can provide some sort of service to their team. And this is where they come in. As for the mission statement, they state, "Our club represents all that is Chicago authentic, tough, proud, and gritty." Everything about Chicago that makes them up in terms of their location, their demographics, their architecture, everything that defines Chicago as a city is what defines them as a club. They hold that near and dear to their heart and make sure that they keep that at the front of their mind when they're playing. As for the values, their values are tradition, honor, and passion. Tradition following that 22-year history that the club has now evolved in. The honor that it has, to play for the Chicago Fire FC and play in the great city that is Chicago, as well as passion for the sport. Want to make sure that they're providing an attractive as well as, effective and performing team on the field every single weekend. As for the team partnerships assistant position, I'm interested in this role because, as I said before, I'm very much interested in working in professional sports. I have had positions in sales and marketing, and I feel as though this position would lend myself quite well to my skills. As for a summary of the position itself, it is mainly divided into two roles: partnership development and partnership marketing. Development, gaining those new partnerships and making sure that you are, prospecting and growing the bottom line of the team. Partnership marketing, essentially, how can you leverage your partnerships to both your customers and to your prospective clientele? The responsibilities are to oversee the customer relationship management system, as well as build partnership reports for senior directors. These are the main responsibilities, but of course, in any position, any lower position in a Major League Soccer team or in sports in general, you're going to have many other responsibilities that you are going to have to fulfill. As for qualifications, the general qualifications are a bachelor's degree and 1 to 2 years of relevant industry experience. Now, as we wrap things up here, just want to retouch on what we covered today. History: 22 years of rich soccer history in the city of Chicago, founded on October 8th, 1997. Their mission and values embody the city of Chicago and everything that it stands for in producing quality soccer. And then finally, the team partnerships assistant position, which is mainly divided into partnership development and marketing. Here are my sources. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Please stay safe.